Welcome to today's grammar lesson. Today we'll talk about the past perfect continuous tense and see how it compares to the past continuous and present perfect continuous. If you've ever wondered how to talk about actions that were happening even further back in the past, or how to explain why something in the past happened, then this lesson is for you. We'll go over the basics, compare the tenses with simple examples, and explain when to use each one. So let's get started. First, imagine this example situation. Yesterday morning, I got up and looked out of the window. The sun was shining, but the ground was very wet. It had been raining. It was not raining when I looked out of the window. The sun was shining, but it had been raining before. Had been plus ing is the past perfect continuous. Let me give you some more examples. My hands were dirty because I'd been repairing my bike. Tom was tired when he got home. He'd been working hard all day. I went to Madrid a few years ago and stayed with a friend of mine. She hadn't been living there very long, but she knew the city very well. You can say that something had been happening before something else happened. We'd been playing tennis for about half an hour when it started to rain heavily. Now, let's compare present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous. I hope the bus comes soon. I've been waiting for 20 minutes, which is before now. At last, the bus came. I've been waiting for 20 minutes before the bus came. James is out of breath. He'd been running. So James was out of breath. He'd been running. Now, let's compare past continuous and past perfect continuous. It wasn't raining when we went out, the sun was shining, but it had been raining, so the ground was wet. Catherine was lying on the sofa. She was tired because she'd been working hard. So from these examples, we can infer that past continuous, was shining, was lying, was tired, describes actions that were ongoing at a specific point in the past. It sets the scene or describes what was happening at a particular moment. While past perfect continuous, had been raining, had been working, describes actions that occurred over a period before another past moment and often explains a result or condition in that later moment. These examples show how past perfect continuous is useful for highlighting a cause or background to a situation that unfolded later in the past. And as you know, some verbs, for example, know, are not normally used in the continuous form. So we were good friends. We had known each other for years and not had been knowing. A few years ago, Lisa cut her hair really short. I was surprised because she'd always had long hair and not she'd been having long hair. And that's a wrap on the past perfect continuous. Now you know how to use it to describe actions that happened earlier in the past, give background information, and compare it with other continuous forms. Try practicing with your own examples and drop a comment if you have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe for more quick and easy grammar lessons, and see you in the next video.